No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, a week, a month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the road starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too.
On this day in 1953, the first Corvette was built.
Good evening, delegates. Welcome to the Ridge Report. I'm Benjamin Hearn.
And I'm Cassidy DiStefano. We're almost halfway through our time on the mountain already, and heated debate in committee is escalating fast.
Let's take a look at delegates who are personally connected to their proposals.
Hi, I'm Sonai Berezesh for the Ridge Report. Today, everyone is in third committees, and we're hearing a lot of exciting discussion happening in all of the chambers. We're going to check out what's going on in Heaton right now, as Jorge Ledesma from New Jersey presents his proposal on increasing employer accountability for the Americans with Disabilities Act. Let's check it out right now.
My proposal attempts to enforce the Americans with Disabilities Act. This was an act taken in 1990 to prevent discrimination against people with disabilities. This act of Congress has proven not to be as effective as it was intended to be. In fact, more than 28.4% of people with disabilities still live under the poverty line. So what my proposal intends to do is to make it more enforceable by creating a database about what an employer can expect an employee with a disability to how he or she will be restricted in the workplace. It provides training programs for these employers. It defines reasonable accommodations. And lastly, it enforces the idea of an accessible workplace. This is extremely personal to me. It's something that I've researched for the last 4 years throughout high school because I have a disability myself. I have a left hemiparesis, which severely lessens the musculature of the left side of my body. But I've never let that stop me because I know that I can provide a voice for people with disabilities so that they too can be heard. Because they deserve to be heard as any other Americans. They are Americans. They deserve the life, liberty, and prosperity that we all seek.
I'm Ishmael Cody from the Ohio delegation. I was in strong support of this proposal for the simple fact that I have a personal connection to it. My mother was a vice president at Safe Auto in their claims department for over 15 years, and after being diagnosed with congestive heart failure in the year of 2009, she was considered incapable, even though people who know the specifics of congestive heart failure knows that it is specifically internal and affects no external capabilities or functioning of the human body. If a proposal like this was implemented, it would make basically workplaces more informed, and it would make them more handicap friendly and fair to people with disabilities, so that way situations like this would never happen.
It's easy to get swept up in stereotypes that surround certain states. We asked delegates about their pre-existing notions.
Dante Robertson, Alaska delegation.
Thomas Aldrich, and I'm from the delegation in Minnesota.
Tyler Tran from the Missouri delegation.
Hey y'all, I'm Grace Hall from Louisiana.
And I'm Elizabeth Losley.
Risa Higa from Hawaii delegation.
I'm Daniel Bugger from Kentucky.
And I'm Jeff Owens from Indiana.
Bud Riley Milliken from the Republic of Texas.
I'm William Jones from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
Ben Crawley, New York State. And the stereotype I can think of is that Alaska is snowy all the time, which is not true, because in the summer times it's very warm.
The stereotype about Kentucky is we don't wear shoes.
A stereotype from Hawaii is everyone thinks that Hawaii is paradise. As far as Louisiana stereotypes go, I think the best is there are alligators in our backyard.
People thinking that Massachusetts would be uber liberal and wouldn't be received well by kind of some of the other southern states.
One stereotype I think about Missouri is that we're like kind of boring. We're kind of like in the middle of the country. There's nothing to do.
The stereotype about Kentucky is we all have a really thick accent.
Howdy, y'all. Oh, y'all, you're from Minnesota.
Stereotype of New Yorkers is that we all live in the city and upstate doesn't exist.
Texas is the hot state, the state that everyone always thinks of being extremely conservative, and that we're just going to be in the far-right extremists.
The stereotype about Indiana's just Kentucky, but a little bit farther north.
And like it gets kind of tiresome, but it's pretty entertaining as well. I think it's a pretty great way to just start a conversation.
And I do sweat. Yeah.
Well, just so you know, we have a lot of cool things there. We've got Forest Park, we've got the Arch, we've got the Cardinals, who are the #1 team in the nation. You can quote me on that. And we have the Rams, who are up and coming.
The problem with stereotypes is not that they are untrue, but that they are incomplete.
So Cassidy, what stereotypes did you come into CONA thinking about?
I actually thought that everyone from the Carolinas would be really preppy in the way that they dressed and acted, and I wasn't wrong about that. What about you?
I actually thought like people would have more like developed accents. Like I thought we could like actually hear where they're from, but I guess that just wasn't the case.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of that either.
All right, guys, it's time for the weather, so let's go to James.
Hello, CONA. James Farnsworth of Minnesota, your conference weatherman. Tomorrow, Wednesday, July 1st, is going to be much like today, Tuesday. Morning sunshine will give way to isolated thunderstorms in the afternoon, so typical mountain weather. Bring your poncho, raincoat, umbrella, and you'll be all set. Have a great day.
That's all we have for you today, folks. Reporting to you from Ridge Report, I'm Benjamin Hearn. And she's Cassidy DeStefano. She's really busy. We're like working on editing right now. So stay tuned and stay classy.